Hello, guys. This just in. Canadian PR visa has been on sale for quite some time, and because there was the travel ban, Canada would be accepting a horde of new immigrants, and they have relaxed standards across the board. While TFWP doesn't require proof of funds, PR does, and if you don't want to waste your time, begging for job offer from employers who may never respond to you, because there are plenty of people in Canada anyways for jobs, and usually all these Punjabi farm owners or Gujarati motel owners, they hire their own village folks. They start with the closest relatives first and work their way across the village and the community. So Gujarati will only hire Gujarati, a Punjabi, and if you are not of their community, it's things are tough. And same for Muslims. They would prefer Muslims rather than people of other faith like Hindus or Sikh, and Sikhs generally favor Sikhs only. They're very exclusive. Sikhs, Gujaratis, Sindhis, Marwaris, and these are the guys with money. And yeah, if you have money with PR, and if you're young, make sure you're under 30, or the higher your age, you lose say 5 points in your CRS score. So you can try a free CRS test and get your score based on your age, educational credentials, qualifications, and other things, specialization. But in general, if you're young and if you have money, like if you can sell any fixed assets, land, farmland, house, or if you have like two homes, like one in a city or town and another in a village, just get rid of the village house or get rid of at least some of the farmland to get enough money for PR, proof of funds, and you can get your PR in 6 to 8 months, 8 months for Canada. So basically, that's how all these Punjabis and Gujaratis have bought all the Canadian PR. And once they go over there, they sponsor their family as well. So they marry and they get the spouse and children and parents, and soon there is a village. And that's how there was a defense minister and a youth minister who's a Punjabi, Canadian. It's very tough for America. You need $500,000 for EB5 green card. I mean, it's not like Canada where $19,000 or $20,000 will suffice, and you don't need to invest. I mean, there's a startup visa which requires investment, but in general, PR, you just need that in your bank account, savings, proof of funds. And if you have that anyways, it doesn't hurt. Get rid of farmland. Who will want it? And especially if you don't want to stay in India or Pakistan, China, or any of the third world countries, and if you want to immigrate to better George or Georgia, remember King George. You'll not find a country like Canada, like 3 beaches, beach lines, Atlantic, Pacific, and Arctic, and winter snowland, and cryogenics, in deep freezer, food stays fresh for how long, and then fridge, and then outside. Just do the math. So in general, like say in cold areas of Japan, people live for 125 years, and Finland, where people don't even see the sun for half the time, 6 months, and 6 months they say it all the time, people are the happiest. So Canada calling. Justin Trudeau is a very dynamic president, and he is favorable to immigration. And Canada has only 30 million people, more size than United States, and unfortunately its climate is not tropical or even mild temperate. In northern parts of Canada and rural Canada, it gets really cold, like Yukon and Saskatchewan, and northern parts of all provinces out of the 13 northern territories. So there, those cities and communities and territories have pilot programs, like Yukon Community Pilot, where they don't even require like IELTS, ECA, or proof of funds. And many times, like if you go for PNP, they waive the job offer requirement. Even for PR, you generally don't need a job offer, but if you get a job offer, you get higher points. So it improves. So express entry or provincial nominee program or PR, if you get a job offer, especially if you're higher age, it helps. Or the other way is student visa, just go and study and then get a job or marry somebody.